Hello again. Today we are going to be learning to add the suffix ing to two different types of root words. And this will really help with your spelling. So let's have a look at the word that's on the board at the moment. Let's sound it out. We have st, r, e, ch, stretch. If I want to change that word into stretching, it's really quite easy. We're just going to add I and So now we have stretching. So most root words, most little words that we start with, we just add ing on the end. Let's look at some different types of root words. So these three little root words have all got a letter E on the end of them. So watch what happens when I change these root words and add ing. So let's sound out the first one. We have f, r, e, z, freeze. So I'm going to change this to freezing. So watch really carefully what I do. So now we have freezing. This word says, let's sound it out, l, I, v, live. And I'm going to change it into living. Watch what happens. So that now says living. Let's sound this one out. T, a, k, take. I'm going to change this to taking. Watch what happens. Did you notice what I did to all three of those words when I changed them? I took the E away. I rubbed out the E before I added my ing. So if your root word, your little word that you start with, has an E on the end, you need to take away that E before you add your ing. So we're going to play a little snap game now and see if you can remember that rule. So I have got a pile here of root words. And on this side, I have got a pile of rules. And if you think that the root word and the rule for adding ing match, you are going to say snap. So let's look at the first word. Let's sound this one out. So what sound are we going to try for this one to start with? Oh, off we go. Hold. That doesn't sound quite right. What other sound can we use for this one? We can use O. Let's try it with O. Hold. That sounds better. So we've got hold is our root word. Now, if we want to change hold to holding, let's see if this is the thing that we need to do. So this says, if you read it with me, drop the E and add ing. Do you think that is the right spelling rule for this word? If you think it's the right rule, shout snap! Well, we haven't got an E on the end of this one, have we? So we can't drop the E. So I'm going to put that one at the bottom of the pack, and I'm going to put this one at the bottom of the pack, and we're going to see if the next two words go together. Let's have a look. Right, what sound are we going to try for this letter first? We're going to try A. Off we go. Let's sound it out. D, A, N, S, dance. Some people say dance and some people say dance. Let's have a look at the spelling rule. Read it with me. Drop the E and add ing. If you think that is the right rule for changing this into dancing, shout snap. Drop the E and add ing. There's my E. I can drop that. So let's have a go. I'm going to drop that E and cross it out. I'm going to add my I-N-G. So that now says dancing. So if you said snap, well done, give yourself a point. You can keep track of how many points you've got. Let's do the next one. Let's sound this one out. Sh, air, share. Let's see what the spelling rule is. Read it with me. Just add ing. So if you think that's the right rule for changing share into sharing, shout snap. I don't think that's the right rule. Look, we've got an E on the end. What do we need to do if there's an E on the end? We need to drop it, don't we? So those two don't match. I'm going to put that at the bottom of the pile and that one at the bottom of the pile. Let's try the next one. What sound shall we use first for this letter? We're going to use I. Off we go. F-I-N-D, find. Does that make sense? I don't think so. What sound can we try next for this letter? Let's try I. F-I-N-D, find. So if we want to change find into finding, let's see if this is the right rule. This says drop the E and add ing. If you think that is the right rule for this word, shout snap. Oh, we haven't got an E to drop, have we? So that's not the right rule. Let's look at the next one. Those at the bottom of the pack. Let's move those over here a little bit. Let's sound this word out. Right. Right. Let's see what the spelling rule says. Read it for me. Drop the E and add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. Well done, there is an E and we do need to drop that E. So let me have a go at that. So we're going to drop the E and add ing. So give yourself a point if you got that one right. Let's take those cards away. Let's do the next one. Right, what sound are we going to try first for this one? We're going to try A. Off we go. P-A-S, pass. Some people say pass and some people say pass. Let's have a look at the spelling rule. This says, read it for me, just add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. Well done, there's no E on the end this time, so we are just going to add ing. So now that says passing. Let's take those two away. Let's do the next one. Let's sound this one out. What sound does this letter make before an E? It makes S. Off we go. R-A-S. Race. If I want to change that to racing, is this the right rule? Read it for me. Just add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. Oh dear, we've got an E on the end there, so we needed the rule for dropping the E. So those two don't match. Let's put them at the bottom. Let's do the next one. In fact, I'm going to give these a little bit of a shuffle now because I think we're back to what we started with. And we're going to give these a little bit of a shuffle. Right, let's try this one then. Let's sound this word out again, see if you can remember it. Find, find. So if I want to change that to finding, is this the right rule? Read it for me. Just add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. No E here, so we do just add ing. So there is ing. Now that says finding. Let's take those two away. So give yourself a point if you got those right. Here's your next one. Let's sound this one out again. Sh, air, share. And the spelling rule says just add ing. So shout snap if you think they match. Oh, we've got an E on the end there, so we can't just add ing. Those two don't go together. Let's put those at the bottom. Let's see what the next one says. Sound it out. R-A-S. Right. If you read the spelling rule for me, drop the E and add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. Drop the E. Well, we have got an E that we need to drop here, so let's drop the E and we add ing. And then we've got racing. Let's take those two away. Not got many left now. Let's jumble them up again. And jumble these ones up again. Let's have a look. What did this one say? Share. So if I want to change that to sharing, let's see what the spelling rule is. If you read that for me. It says, drop the E and add ing. If you think that matches, shout snap. There is an E on the end, so we need to cross that one out. We need to drop that E and add ing. So that says sharing. So let's get rid of those and we're going to see if the last two match. So here's your words. Let's sound it out. Hold. And the rule says just add ing. If you think they match, shout snap. Well done. There's no E on the end, so we are just going to add ing. So that now says holding. So today you have learnt two different rules for two different sorts of root words when you want to add ing on the end. So that should help your spelling.